All right, guys, I'm going to give you a couple really simple swing cues today. They're going to help you in your transition and also through impact. And it's all to do with the head, and more importantly, the relationship between the head and your shoulders as you swing a golf club. Guys, this is so super simple. I can't even tell you how easy this is. But before we get started, if you've not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and press that subscribe button. There's a bell button next door. Click on that. You get a notification every time I release a new video. My name is Andrew Remy. Welcome to my channel. Like to keep things really simple. Made some observations over the many years that I've been coaching. One observation that was kind of an interesting one. I worked with some tour players in my time. I learned so much from these wonderful players, and I was on the LPGA tour and I was on the putting green. It was about 9:30 in the morning and a bunch of girls were putting, and I noticed that they had this sort of pinkish brown hue on each shoulder, okay? And I was wondering what the heck's going on here. One girl came in, had a yellow shirt and had a little bit of a stain here and a little bit of a stain on this shoulder. I'm like, this is kind of weird. It was like another one and another one. And then I started to figure out, I had my aha moment, that it was actually foundation from the side of their chins. And as they were swinging the golf club, they would move their shoulder up against their face and it would leave a mark on their shirt on both sides, which was kind of interesting. So it gives you some idea of the interaction between, especially for better players, between the shoulder and the actual chin as they swing the golf club. And that's what we're going to discuss today. So let's talk about the transition. If you guys are interested in backswing, I did a video last weekend. Go ahead and just search the content and look up backswing. You'll see a good video I did last weekend. Today is more about transition and impact, again, relation to what the head's doing. So one of the best tips I've ever seen is making sure that when you change direction here, guys, you get the left shoulder off the chin. It's what allowed the arms to enter the vertical phase in the golf swing. Remember, your arms control the verticals, a little bit like an elevator in a building. So many golfers, when they change direction, move their head forward with their upper body. From face on, it's going to look something like this. And you can see there's absolutely no separation here between my chin and my lead shoulder. So what we want to do, guys, we want to keep the head fairly quiet when we change direction. And as you change direction, start to feel like your lead shoulder is actually getting off your chin. That's going to get your arms down in front of you. It really helps you sequence your transition, because again, so many of you enter the spin phase too soon. The hands remain too high. The lead arm, if you do this and allow your left shoulder to come off your chin, will actually work down across your pectoral muscle, and you'll start to get those arms into this fantastic delivery position down in here, as opposed to, of course, the head comes forward, everything stays up too long, and then we've got to throw the club out. So that's the first thing. Transition, lead shoulder off the chin. Okay, now what do? The lead shoulders come off the chin, the arms are working down in front of us. We're in a great position here, and as we approach impact, we do that. Okay, everything comes up, all sorts of challenges. So what we want to do, guys, is we want to keep the head down long enough to make contact with the golf ball. All right, you need to be looking at the ball. Aim small, miss small. I like to look not just at the logo on the ball, but a letter in that logo, just like throwing a dart at a dartboard. If you throw at a dartboard, you could miss the whole thing. If you look at the bullseye, it's going to help you stay a lot more focused and a lot quieter. So remember, aim small, miss small. Aim at a letter, not the entire logo of the golf ball, okay? For those girls to have the makeup on this right shoulder, they had to do one thing and one thing only. They had to keep their head down long enough for that right shoulder to move up against the right side of their face, okay? What we want to do here is use the right shoulder, if you like, as a reference point through impact to give us permission to move our head, okay? So what I feel when I'm playing my best golf is that my right shoulder is actually pulling my head up and out of the golf shot. If you're moving too early, your right shoulder will never ever get to your chin. Conversely, there are those of you that are out there that believe that you should never move your head. These golfers here that make good contact and believe that this is a golf swing where we're just staring down at the ground. That is a huge problem, okay? So we can stay down too long as well. Remember, the right shoulder needs to move you out of the shot. We've got to continue to rotate as we swing through a golf ball. You can't get stuck and fixated on the ball. That is just as bad as moving out too soon. So I hope those two tips help, okay? Transition, lead shoulder comes off the chin. Impact, right shoulder pulls the head naturally through the shot. A couple of very simple swing cues, okay? If you have any comments, love to hear from you. Always get back to people. go ahead and share and subscribe. I'm certainly grateful for the support. Wishing you all the best, and we'll talk to you next time.